Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, shall I say, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Hubby here, and in today's video, we are going to rescape the 55 gallon. For those of you that know and have been here and following me for the little bit of content I have created, this used to have some cichlids in it. Well, I had recently just got a 40 breeder, which is over there. We'll give you a little update on that later. And I put some community fish in there, some smaller nano slash community fish, and I have absolutely fallen in love. So we are going to do the same with the 55. And then after the 55, we will be doing the 50. So no more cichlids other than like Bolivian rams. Unfortunately, while I was gone today, my German blue ram passed away. So we no longer have him. I was actually going to put him into this tank, but we will now put in some Bolivian rams. So we will be using some of the old scape that I had in here, which is like limestone rock, or what I call it is Florida rock. It's like coral rock or something. I don't know the true name. We'll get some of the pieces laid out here, and then back in here we'll be also using some of the pieces of wood and twigs that I have in the tank already. Other ones will go into the other tank. But yeah, figured I'd just hop on, make a quick video. You might notice some fish are already swimming around in here. I picked up 3 different types of tetras, which we'll get a closer look at once this is all scaped, planted, the whole 9. That is one main reason or another main reason why I'm doing this is because I have fallen in love with the planted aquarium. And as you all know, plants in African cichlids or your bigger cichlids, it's possible, but it's a pain in the butt. It's hard to do. There's a lot of upkeep that you have to do with the plants and whatnot to keep them in the ground or in the substrate. So that's another reason why we're doing this, is because I would like all of my aquariums to have some form of live aquarium plants. So with that said, I am going to just pause the video real quick, get some things situated here with some of my scaping materials, and then we'll hop back in and we'll get to going on this 55. Alrighty folks, so if we look over here on the table, I have some of the rocks that was in the tank previously. We will be using some of these. As you can see in the 10 gallon below it. I don't know if you can notice them. Yeah, you can see in the middle of the 40. They're in the 20 long. They're in the 20 tall. I use these rocks in all of my tanks because it helps raise the pH of my water. Well, that and it keeps the pH up at a good level. So we're going to pull out some of this wood that I have over here and put it in a bin with some water. That way it doesn't all dry out all the way. I'm going to disconnect my hair because come on. Jeez, oh Pete's. Man, that was a pain in the butt. We got a couple pieces that aren't truly sunk all the way yet, but that'll be alright. I'm not sure exactly what pieces I want to use either. I like the look of these little twigs. Maybe we'll keep those up here. and use those. I'm really digging the twigs. This stuff, not so much. So that stuff we can use in the other tank. But I'm really liking these twigs. So we'll have to figure something out here and see what direction I go. But I kind of got an idea of what I want to do, but I don't have I don't have any additional substrate. So we're just going to make do with what we have for the time being. And then in a couple weeks or so, or a month, or something like that, we'll revisit this. Because what I would love to do is take some of these rocks and make like a section in the corner here, fill it with substrate is all the way up to the top of the rocks. That way I have like a higher platform to put make different levels of plants and whatnot. But we'll see what we can come up with on the fly here. I'm not a very strong aquascaper. I kind of just throw it in and shove a bunch of plants around it, and that's what it is. But we have all kinds of plants to choose from. We have Val, corkscrew Val. There's a couple pieces of jungle Val. We got some Kabamba, some Ludwigia, a couple of sword plants, some banana plants. I have tiger lily, tiger lotus. We got some other pieces of driftwood and stuff like that to put in here. But first things first is I'm going to put this rock in there. It sits like this. I like how it's got that like cave look. Oh, actually, first things first is I need to drain some of this water. Otherwise, I'll be flooding my room. Alrighty, we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back, folks. Drain a little bit of that water. Sorry about that. I'll get this piece in here. I wish I could rip the carpet up out of my room. I don't gotta worry about spilling water. It's so annoying. So, I don't know if I want to do like pieces and then put the wood over top of it, or how I really want to go about this, but I think we're just going to play around for a little bit and see what I come up with. Yeah, I think that'll work. But so we're gonna get a few pieces in here. Then I'm gonna go with some wood. So I don't know why I didn't think of this. You think I would make notes on how to make videos, but I'm the type of person just to hit record and show you what I'm doing in my thought process. And my thought process is all over the place. But I should actually hit pause, do some of the hardscape, bring you back in for an update, and continue on that format. So that's what we're going to do. I shall see you guys in a few moments, which is literally a snap of the finger to you guys. I do apologize for the craziness. I am still very nervous about making videos and being in front of the camera. But I know that some of y'all enjoy watching these and like to see my aquariums and my fish. So we shall return. Alrighty, we've made a little progress. I definitely know that I want a lot of the twigs in there. Want to go heavy on the driftwood or the wood pieces. I don't know if you'd call that driftwood or what you'd technically call it. Those branches are from a oak tree that had fallen over and died. They're all dry. They still have the bark on them, which I found doesn't seem to be a problem. I kind of like the scattered look. It doesn't. I'm not going for like a fallen tree or anything of that nature. I just want randomness with some plants. I don't know exactly how heavy I'm going to go on the plants. Right now I just got some Java ferns attached to some rocks in here. I'm going to put one more piece over here somewhere so it's balanced out with a Java fern. And then I'm going to decide if I want to put a sword plant in here or what. I have a pretty decent sized one. Actually, I have two pretty decent sized swords. One in the 40, one in the 20. I might go with the one from the 20 and then put a smaller one back into that one. Or I might put some moss. Who knows? But I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at where I'm at this point. I have a small wave maker in here pushing behind these rocks. So I've noticed in the past with cichlid, which we all know they're filthy, they're pigs. Plus I'm heavy on feeding, so that wasn't a help. But it would always build up with extra food or lots of poop behind the rocks. So I have a small, I believe this is a 550 power head. It's by Aquanet or Aquaneat, however you want to pronounce it. It's just enough to get a little current behind there. I have a 950, but I found it was too much for these fish. They didn't really like it. Now once it's planted and all said and done, I'm going to turn it back on and see what it does, because I do like a lot of current to pick up all that detritus or fish poop, uneaten food, etc., etc. You guys get the point. You know what wave makers are used for. So this is where we're at this point. We'll check back in here in a little bit. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. As you can see, I got a little further than I probably should have before an update, but it is what it is, I suppose, right? And now that I am putting plants in here, I don't think I'm going to go with other plants than the Vallisneria types. I have some corkscrew val in here. I have some regular val, which this regular val, you can see it's long. It comes up past the 55 gallon. This is out of the store owner's personal tank at the store. He usually doesn't sell things out of the tank, but he said, that he would hook me up with some of the val out of there. So I gladly took him up on that offer. We have a few sprigs left to plant, and I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to go with for now. I do want to change the substrate from this cichlid sand to a more natural colored stone. I have pea gravel in my 40 breeder. I like the colors, I just don't like the size. I want something smaller. But we're going to go ahead and put these last few sprigs in here, and then I will bring the camera closer and give you all a better look at the new community tank. 55-gallon community tank. Give you a look at the fish. I forgot I haven't told you guys what types of tetras I put in here. All I told you is that I did. And I'm kind of going heavy on this valve. But I really do like the look of just an all valve tank, so my hopes is that this will take off and spread like wildfire, fill up this entire tank. Plus I will be pulling out of here when I do the 50-gallon. Because I still got to rescape the 50-gallon as well, so. We will be pulling from this tank some of this valve. So, we got this one left. Got a bunch of algae on it. So I'm hoping by putting it in this tank, the light will be far enough away that it dies off. Alrighty, so let's see here. We get the camera and bring it in closer for y'all. How can I do this without messing up my light? And then we gotta lower it. Adjust it. Let me turn this light off and see if that helps. Kinda. You guys kinda get the idea. Let me just unplug the light. And then we can bring the tripod closer. We gotta lower it again some more. Alrighty. Kind of gives you a little better look at it. So don't shoot me because I'm probably going to butcher the names of these tetras. But I have lemon tetra in here. I have Buenos Aires, or however you pronounce that. I have those in here. And then I believe it starts with a P. Now I'm drawing a blank. I totally can't. Priscilla or Prestige or something along those lines. I'm sure you that know your fish will know it. But instead of hitting pause, once this video's over, I'll go look on my phone and get the name of the tetra. But yeah, I have 3 types of tetras in here at the moment. I have that big O hyphen pleco, common pleco. I don't like the colors of him or her right now, but it's probably stress out from me doing everything I've been doing. I mean, it did live in the bucket for a few hours. So, gotta tell you, these little ammonia cards right here, I'm actually a fan. I took this out of another tank that it said alert, put it in here. Within 15 minutes, it changed. It's notifying me that it's safe. Which this is my best tank. I very rarely have issues with this tank. Probably because I have a canister, a hang-on back, with a pre-filter. It had some super thick substrate, but throughout vacuuming all the poop and whatnot, I've lost a good amount. That's another reason why I want to redo the substrate in this aquarium. But I put one sword plant over here, the rest Val, a couple pieces of some Java fern, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it for right now. I don't think I want to go any further with it. Why is this tank off? Why is this aquarium off? There we go. Turn back on. It's not time for you to be off yet. So, we're at 21 minutes already. This is my first attempt at actually making a scaping video or planting video. I know it's probably horrible, cringeworthy, the whole nine, but hey, like I said in the beginning, what I record is what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So, I really do appreciate all of you guys that come and watch the videos. It does mean a lot to me. It is actually the only reason that I make videos of any sorts. I can't wait till I color up and then you can distinguish what's what. Right now, I mean, yes, we see some reds under there, because as it looks right now, it's just a bunch of silver, which I'm okay with too. I was also thinking of taking the tetras out of this tank and putting them over there. I have flame tetras and then diamond tetras in this tank. So yeah, I was thinking about just doing all tetra species in the 55 gallon. So this is the 40 breeder. Couple things have changed just location wise, like the driftwood has changed, swapped it up a little bit. Took some Ludwigia from over here and planted it over on this side, you know, from here. I put it all over here. That new Tiger Lotus is new. So that's that, folks. Just a quick video on those tanks. I'll do a better update on the 40 breeder, but my wife is calling me, so I'm going to call this video a wrap. I really appreciate you guys once again. Here is the beginnings of a 55 community tank. Alrighty, folks, until next time, remember to feed your fish. Oh, well. Alright, folks, love y'all. Thanks for the support, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.